If you have not watched my video on my fertility journey, how this all started and getting to IUIs, I highly recommend you go check it out first. I did want to share that when you do meet with your OBGYN, they might recommend a fertility clinic for you. It is always up to you ultimately what fertility clinic you do want to go with. And it's really important that you find one that you love. This is such a difficult journey. So it's really important that you trust the doctors, nurses, facility that you're working with, people who are going to give you what you want. Everyone wants something so different, whether it's facts straight up, a clean facility, somewhere close, and what's important to me might not be important to you. And so I just want to stress as we get into this video, and you'll see, I started with an immense amount of research and found the facility that really worked for us and the doctor that we felt most comfortable with. I like to see everything mapped out to make my informed decision. I had a top 4 and we ended up having a top 2 from that after looking at all the facts. And it kind of became process of elimination because from the top 2, our top 1 hasn't had a bad review since 2020. And even that wasn't like the worst review. So to us, that was like a clear winner. Her next appointment available just to meet me was more than a month away. And I know that means that she probably is that good, but in the waiting game of this all, we kind of don't want to wait anymore. And I know it's like, what's a month? But it's like, if that's how long it took for me to see you, just to meet you, I could only imagine how it looks scheduling for the actual procedures and plans. And like, you probably aren't trying to like move fast. I made an appointment with this clinic a week ago and they were able to see me first thing Monday morning. So we're officially on our way to go see if a doctor is a match. It's a little bit of a far drive, but we're gonna go see if we like this fertility clinic and doctor. And we got Mike getting the goods, the coffee.
It is. Apparently it's the...
We were there to mostly see if it was a match, like if I felt good about it. I think that's the winner for sure. Something I realize is important to me when it comes to doctors is like, I need to feel some warmth. This journey is already like so much already emotionally, and I don't like people who are cold. There are people who like just facts and like they just like someone who's gonna get the job done and like they don't need anything. But I need you to be a little caring. I don't know if it's the Latina in me, I don't know what it is, but I just need to feel like good energy, but also of course that you know your shit. I loved his energy. I love that he had a little bit of humor to him. It just felt comforting. What we both love about this facility is that it's very modern. One of the questions that we had asked the doctor today was like, how fast can we get started? He was like, you're in cycle day 3, we can get started like now if you want. Like if you really want to move forward with IUI, we'll get started now. Okay, so we did a ultrasound and we did my blood work for day 3. And so if everything that I sent over to them from my last few labs and Mike's last few labs are good to go, like we are good to go through IUI this month, which is like mind-blowing. It's crazy to think that I might be pregnant this summer. Like I might end the summer pregnant. And I'm not trying to get myself too excited, but I'm trying to remain hopeful. I also walked out of there feeling hopeful. I thought I would be an emotional wreck getting to this point, but I'm not. I feel good in a way. I don't know, man. We completed all the paperwork. There was a lot to take in. I think this is part 1 of just like finding the doctor. I didn't think that finding the doctor and getting started in the process would happen on the same day, but it did, and here we are. We decided to do IUI 3 times with our doctor because that's when he says he feels that it takes 3 tries to really figure out if this is gonna work or not. And so he asked us to try it 3 times. And so that's what we decided to go for.
You can still follow stem.
And I decided to start off with Clomid because when I was on ovulation inducers and just did regular intercourse, no IUI, no IVF, we did
I was on letrozole. And so we decided to change it up and do Clomid for our IUI cycles.
We are officially on our way to the clinic. We had a follicle scan on Wednesday. We thought we were gonna have an IUI yesterday, but my follicles weren't where the doctor wanted them to be. So today's Saturday and we're gonna go check them today to see what's up, if we're going to be moving forward with this IUI, if there's growth where we want them to be. But I did get a high fertility test this morning. So we got 0 updates, just the testing done, ultrasound and blood work, but we were told nothing right now. It's official. We officially have an IUI scheduled. We are going in for the IUI tomorrow, Monday, cycle day 17 at 10 a.m. We went in yesterday for our blood work and ultrasound. They reached out to us a few hours later, let us know that we are good to go for the IUI tomorrow. Today is Sunday, and we did the trigger shot last night.
Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, hold on. It was not as bad or near as painful as like it wasn't painful at all. I also did acupuncture yesterday, which was great. I'm actually gonna schedule acupuncture for Tuesday morning because they say they recommend it doing it right after, and then an acupuncture during the implantation window. I was supposed to go to New York this week. I decided to cancel the trip and just kind of relax and let nature take its course. And yeah, I'm excited. I have seen TikToks and videos of IUIs getting canceled, so I wasn't like too sure if this was still gonna happen, but it seems like we're all good to go and it's gonna happen. This is the day after the trigger shot. See how bloated the shot makes you. Just sprinkle magic of this is what I want to look like. I just got to our clinic and I'm going in for our IUI. It is IUI day. I cannot believe that it's here, but I'm very excited. Let's go.
The 2-week wait. I don't think enough people talk about the burden of the 2-week wait, and just from when you get your IUI done to when you actually have to test, the doctor will tell you to test 2 weeks from your IUI date, and so you're just waiting for 2 weeks to see if this actually worked. And as much as people will tell you to not think about it, it's almost impossible knowing what you have gone through to get to this point. And the hope that comes with trying something new, it almost makes it impossible to not think about it and get excited and think, what if this actually worked? And you start testing prematurely. You can start testing maybe 4 to 5 days before. I made the mistake of doing so.
I feel like I could be imagining this, and it happens when you're trying, where you almost imagine a line, but I like feel like I see a faint line here. It is only 10 DPO, and then for this one it's a very clear no. So that's what I'm going off of. I went crazy. I got the first response and I got CVS digital ones. I'm doing this in between my meetings. Okay. It's pregnant.
This first cycle of IUI didn't work, and that led us to IUI cycle 2. I'll see you for the next video.